stuff. You got it. We're going to bring it to a close. I'm going to have Steph go around to each of you guys with the microphone. I want from each of you just the one session that stood out the most and why. Why don't we start with Steven Spector?
You're going to make me go through my notes here really quickly. You're talking both days?
Yeah, one session that stood out and why.
John Miller from Neeson today was great. I think the stats, of our business is changing every day, and to get into some of the nitty-gritty and see some of the statistics was very eye-opening. I thought he said something great, that the radio pie is getting bigger, but the terrestrial radio slice is getting smaller. And that was kind of almost a bumper sticker-ish statement to me, but it made a lot of sense and was also very eye-opening.
Ryan McGuire, you get to talk again.
Yeah, I just want to, the thing that I really learned is that when I look at John Hansen's photo on this PowerPoint here, I'm wondering when his country album's coming out. And if he's going to be touring with Garth Brooks. First of all, yeah, that was fast.
I liked it.
Well, first of all, I think we all owe Jason Barrett a round of applause for putting this together. Because I said it before and I'll say it again, these things are important. I mean, it's nice to get together and go out to dinner and have a few drinks and get social with our colleagues. But the constant exchange of ideas and having to continually be a student, which is what, unless we want to be eaten alive by the likes of, Mike the Cheetah Thomas back here. We always have to keep learning. We always have to keep learning. I really enjoyed Jim Cutler's session today. I think he's a great example of that because, Jim's been doing this for a long time, longer than I've even been in this business. And he continually keeps learning his craft and learning ways to market and image the brands that he works with. I thought the points he made on how to reach millennials was original. I'd never heard of some of those ideas before, and I enjoyed it. So,
Mike Thomas, one session that stood out.
Ryan needs to learn to be PPM friendly. No, I don't really want to name one session. I feel like there was a lot of good reminders and good ideas that were passed around over the past couple of days. And I just think that, I think we said this yesterday, it's more challenging than ever to be a program director and to try to get people to listen to your radio station. And so we have to work even harder with all the fragmentation that's going on. And next year when we gather, wherever that might be, those numbers are going to change even more, and there's going to be probably a more of a slide for terrestrial radio and a bigger gain for podcasting and all that stuff. So we have to work even harder to try to get people to listen to our radio stations, and that's our challenge every day. And also, I wish at 9 o'clock yesterday morning I knew that we could say fuck. So.
I think it's absurd to try to come up with one because they really were all.
Whatever stood out.
But I got to tell you, I got to give mention to the Trump effect because that is something that has had a huge impact on all of us. And no matter how experienced you are in this business, you're not experienced in this. This is brand new. I can tell you for a fact, I made mistakes. My talent called me out on mistakes, and they were right. And that's it's really cool to be in a room with a panel and with all of you experts, and we're all trying to kind of figure it out together.
Chris Canard.
Yeah, I would tie in two for me, the diversity one and also John Miller's, because I think they tie together in the sense that obviously we have all these different ways that we're going to have to be reaching people. And some of us may not be thinking about those ways because we don't have that background, and maybe we don't have the right people in our building for that too. So to challenge ourselves to start bringing new voices in with different ideas of how to harness all these different ways that we can get our brands in front of people